let's divide this rational expression here. 5 minus 2i over 1 minus 3i. So we're dealing with imaginary numbers here, the complex numbers. So what's happening here? So first we got to worry about is the denominator. So we look at it and then find the conjugate of it. The conjugate, that means what? 1 plus 3i. That's what it just means, the conjugate, okay? So if this were to be 1 plus 3i, it will become 1 minus 3i. But in this case, because that's already 1 minus 3i, the conjugate is 1 plus 3i. All right? So with that now, we're going to make another fraction, and then we multiply by the original rational expression. So that would be 1 plus 3i over 1 plus 3i. So as you guys can see, it's just the same conjugate that we make the fraction with. Okay? That's the same expression. All right? Then let's go. We got to multiply now. Okay? So we're going to use the FOIL method. All right? That means 5 we multiply 1, which is going to give us, of course, 5 on the top. And then 5 we multiply 3i, which is going to give us what? Plus 15i. Negative 2i times 1 is going to give us what? Negative 2i. Negative 2i times 3i is going to give us times positive 3i. So negative times positive is negative. So that would be 2 times 3, which is 6, of course, right? And then I times I, which is I to the second power. And this is over. Then we're going to have to multiply this one as well. Okay, are you with me? So that would be 1 times 1. It's going to give us 1. 1 times 3 is going to give us what? Plus 3i. And then negative 3i times 1. Negative 3i. And then negative 3i times positive 3i. Negative times positive is negative. So 3 times 3, which is 9. And then we have I to the second power. Are you with me? Now on the top, we're going to combine like terms, right? These two like terms because they carry I, and then we're going to have to simplify this one as well. And this is going to give us 5 still, okay? Then 15 minus 2, which is 13i, okay? Minus 6, so I to the second power is what? I to the second power is just negative 1, okay? I to the second is equal to negative 1. For imaginary numbers, okay? So, and that's something that we learned about in previous videos, okay? So we can go back to our previous videos where we dealt with complex numbers, imaginary numbers like that. So here, 3i minus 3i, same expressions, different signs. What happens? They're out. They have 1, then minus 9, and what's happening to I to second power? I to second power is negative 1. Okay? So now we can continue. So that would give us 5 on the top still, plus 13, I, and then what? Negative 6 times negative 1 is going to give us what? Positive 6. Over, then 1, negative 9 times negative 1 is positive 9. See, we're taking our time to get these problems done, okay? So then we still got to combine like terms. That is 5 plus 6, which is 11. So it's 11 plus 13i over 1 plus 9, which is 10. Ladies and gentlemen, we are finished because we're not going to go further than this one. So our final answer is 11 plus 13i over 10. Voila.